They say that only God can perform miracles, but what if machines can learn to do so? This is the question that many scientists and philosophers have been grappling with for years. But now, thanks to recent advances in artificial intelligence, we may be closer to an answer than ever before. In this episode, we'll explore the intersection of AI and miracles. We'll discuss whether or not machines can really learn to perform miracles and what it would mean for humanity if they did. So what exactly is a miracle? By definition, a miracle is an event that is both extraordinary and beneficial. It's something that goes beyond the natural laws of the universe and results in a positive outcome. For example, the sudden recovery of a person from a terminal illness or the safe delivery of a baby after a difficult pregnancy are often seen as miracles. But what makes something a miracle? Is it the intention behind the action? For instance, when a doctor performs surgery, their intention is to save the patient's life. However, even if the surgery is successful, it's not usually seen as a miracle. Why? Because it's not extraordinary. The doctor was able to do what they were trained to do. On the other hand, consider someone who is not a medical professional. If they happen to perform a surgery and the patient survives, then it can be seen as a miracle because it was not done by someone with the necessary skills and knowledge. What about can a machine perform a miracle? Well, anything is possible with AI these days. Recent advances in machine learning have enabled AI to perform tasks that were once thought to be exclusive to humans. For example, AI has learned to play complex games like chess and Go, which require a deep understanding of the rules and an ability to strategize. AI has also learned to recognize faces and objects, something that was once thought to be impossible. So what's next for AI? Will they eventually be able to perform miracles? Well, it's possible. In theory, any task that is currently performed by a human could eventually be learned by an AI. But there are some tasks that humans take for granted that are actually quite difficult. For example, walking. It's something that humans do all the time without even thinking about it. But if you think about it, walking is actually a very complex task that requires a lot of coordination. The same is true for running or jumping. These tasks require a lot of practice and coordination for humans to master. But what about it? Can they learn to walk, run, and jump? Well, yes, they can. And they've already done it. Researchers at OpenAI recently published a paper in which they described how they taught an AI to run and jump. The AI was able to learn these tasks from human demonstrations and then perform them autonomously. This is just one example of what AI is capable of. As AI continues to learn and evolve, it is possible that they will eventually be able to perform tasks that we currently consider to be miracles. However, there are some people who believe that miracles are not just extraordinary events, but they're also supernatural events. This means that they require divine intervention. If this is true, then it is unlikely that machines will ever be able to perform miracles since they are not part of the divine order. Ultimately, the question of whether or not machines can perform miracles is a philosophical one. There is no scientific consensus on what constitutes a miracle, so it's impossible to say definitively whether or not machines can perform miracles. However, as AI continues to advance, it is worth asking ourselves what we really mean by miracles and whether or not machines will eventually be able to perform them. What do you think? Can machines learn to perform miracles? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more content like this, please subscribe and leave a like. Your support helps us to continue producing high-quality content, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.